Hi Vibrant Souls, welcome or welcome back to the channel. This is Vibrant Soul Tarot, and in today's reading we are going to be looking at who feels haunted by you, or who is haunted by you. So in other words, this is like, whose mind are you living in rent-free where they feel like they just cannot either get away, or they feel like you're just always on their mind. So with that being said, I have conjured up another spookily accurate reading for you guys. Mwahahaha. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm done. It's obviously that it's Halloween themed, but just because it is a Halloween theme, it also is a timeless reading. So whenever you come across it is probably the time that you're meant to see it. So with all of that being said and all of that silliness, let's go ahead and get into the pile selection. So we have these 3 cards to choose from, along with these little 3 Halloween themed thingies. So for pile number 1, we have this card right here, along with this little piece of trick or treat candy. For pile number 2, we have this card along with this little black cat. And then for pile number 3, we have this card with this little Halloween bow on it. Ooh, so scary. So please take your time in choosing your pile. If you need more time, you're more than welcome to pause the video here. When you do have your pile selected, I will post the timestamps in the description box for your convenience right below the video. And then I can't wait to see you guys at your reading. Bye! Hi pile 1, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the trick or treat candy and this card, then these are your messages. So first things first, we're just going to quickly look at the card that you chose. It is number 41, and it is Belonging with House of the Night. Now, the interesting thing about your pile is right when I pulled this card to set up for the intro, the first thing that came to my mind was that song, which I don't know if this is the origin of the song, but it's from American Horror Story, and it goes like, I know that you belong to somebody else, but tonight you belong to me. And I just thought that was so interesting. Also because it was on the murder house of American Horror Story, and there's a house there, and then it's called House of the Night as well too. Like, I just couldn't help but, obviously, that's the first thing that popped into my head. And so this person could definitely be feeling like they want you all to themselves. This person could feel like you guys belong together. There's also a kind of energy of a yearning here that I'm sensing with this card as well too. And it is number 41, which does reduce to the number 5, which is also could indicate this person is feeling a little challenged when it comes to this. I'm also seeing the 5 of Pentacles for some of you as well too. This person feels unseen or maybe rejected, or that could be a fear of rejection as well coming through. So let's go ahead and let's just break out the tarot deck and see what else is coming up. And first things first, we're going to see who, or we're going to try to see as much details about who this person is. And then we're going to see why. Why are they haunted by you? What's going on here? Sometimes those things come out together as well too, so we'll just play it by ear. I'll kind of be open. We're going to get some oracles as well to get as much information, and then we're going to get some channeled messages too. So this should be a pretty juicy reading. So let's get into it. So Spirit, can you please connect me to this energy here, and please show me and pile 1 who feels haunted by them, or who has them on their mind all of the time. And also, if you can show us why as well, too, please. Thank you, Spirit. Appreciate you. All right. Who is feeling haunted by pile 1? Okay, the first card we have is the Knight of Cups. We have Temperance. And we have the Ace of Swords. I want to move this as far up as possible. So sorry if it goes a little bit out. Okay, that works. We have the Ace of Swords. Interesting. This card flew all the way on the ground. We have the Magician. Wow. All right, let's get some quick clarifiers and then we will talk about it. So Why is this Knight of Cups here, please? We have the Page of Swords. Ooh, this is already a juicy reading, and I'm here for it. I love these types of readings. Okay, why is the Temperance here? We have also, my attention goes to Temperance is the number 14. So we have 41. So mirroring numbers a lot of the time do indicate strong connections, or someone that feels like you're mirroring something within this person. So this could be insecurities, this could be just, or mirroring can also be like you're mirroring something that they want, like, you know, obviously like a connection or relationship or everything that they feel like they lack or they have desired, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, there's some mirroring going on, to say the least. So why is the Temperance card here as well too? Ooh, I don't know why I was like, look at the bottom, and it was the Three of Swords. Oh, okay. So we have the Two of Wands, and we also have the Star here as well. Interesting. Okay, why is the Ace of Swords here? What can you tell us about this Ace of Swords here, Spirit, please? For why this person is haunted by pile 1. We have the Three of Pentacles. And the Magician. Why is the Magician here? Thank you. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, we have the Wheel of Fortune with the Magician. That's crazy. That's powerhouse energy, though, if I could say the least. This person has a strong desire for you and to make this. I think this person wants some commitment here. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Let me get my thoughts in order first. The first thing I want to say is the Ace of Pentacles is a beautiful card. I feel like this person is either looking for or wanting an opportunity here to present to you with this Ace of Pentacles about what it is that they want, maybe about how they're feeling and all of that stuff. So the first card coming out is the Knight of Pentacles. This is romantic feelings. This is them wanting to communicate to you how it is that they feel. But I feel like with the fact that we have the Page of Swords here, this is also about them wanting to learn about maybe a little bit where your head's at first. They could be a little bit skeptical at times about presenting themselves because they kind of want to know more. I feel like this person looks at you a lot on social media. I feel like this person just is very interested on at times about what you're doing, where you're at. But there are romantic feelings here involved. This person does want to take it to the next level here with you, to say the least. But the fact that it is the Page of Swords as well does mean it could tell me that they may not be able to or have yet to communicate this clearly or fully, because the Page is an underdeveloped energy and this is the Page of communication because it is the Page of Swords. So with this, it's like maybe they have not told you fully about what's going on with them and about how they're feeling and that sort of thing here. So then we have the Temperance card, which is like a need for emotional balance, and it's like a Temperance card is also about patience and divine timing at the same time as well too. And so this is like this person again kind of waiting for this opportunity to present to you, and I think it's like they're kind of taking some time to assess, but they're still staying very hopeful. So for some of you, this could have been someone that you've known, or that maybe for some of you too, this could be someone that you've known in the past and tried to make it work, and that maybe it didn't turn out the way that you wanted it to, or this person wanted it to. And so with that being said, they're kind of waiting for another opportunity, and they're like planning, because the Two of Wands is like planning, and also it's about like wanting more from this situation. And I feel like the next step would obviously be the Three of Wands, which is like, okay, it's time to go out and get this. It's time to bridge that gap and bridge that distance and tell this person what I want and how I feel. So they are still staying very hopeful to this and having faith that you will be receptive to this in the future as well too. But I feel like they are a little bit ungrounded, and I feel like there's an energy of nervousness. It's kind of like maybe that fear of rejection that we were talking about as well. But also there's like this energy of like, I need to kind of stay calm, and I need to rationalize my feelings, and I need to get all my thoughts in order before I just present this to pile 1. Because if I don't, pile 1's going to think this is just a huge clump of garbage, and they're going to think I'm a mess and I don't have my stuff together and all of this stuff. And so I feel like they're kind of watching, waiting, for that opportunity, for that time to kind of strike here. And then we have the Ace of Swords with the Three of Pentacles. This person thinks about you and them all the time. I mean, this is a reading of like, who are you haunting, and you are on their mind. But this is saying that, you know, I feel like they have gotten some clarity on what they want and like how they want to work with you. For some of you, you could know this person at work because we have the Three of Pentacles. But that doesn't have to be necessarily true, but it's just that they feel like when they were with you, or when they are with you, when they are around you, they feel this sense of clarity of like, wow, like we get together, or we work together so well. This could be my person. You know, they want your time, they want your energy. And I feel like they really, for some reason, for some of you, they really like your feedback. So if you have, obviously you've talked to this person, and your frame of mind, or just the things that you say, has had an effect on this person, I think deeply, maybe more than they have let off as well. And with that being said, they view you as someone who is like a good match. And I think with the three, since the Three of Pentacles, I'm really drawn to the three here. So the three to me is kind of like, I'm thinking for some reason, third house. This person could be in your community, and this person could want some more communication with you. For some of you, you could communicate with this person online. As well, and for some of you, they could have friends in common, and they could ask about you as well too, or just be wondering about you. But I feel like because this Ace of Swords, this is very mental energy too. You just are constantly on this person's mind. They could also fantasize as well about you and them like working together, or like for some reason like a life together is kind of what I'm getting with this too. And then we have the Magician and the Wheel of Fortune. This person wants their luck to change. This person wants their time to be now as well. I feel like this person could be consciously or unconsciously manifesting you. You could feel a tug on this person's energy as well too. But there is with this, if I can be quite honest here, guys, with this Magician, there is a sense of wanting to control here. Wanting to make things happen in a way that it's like they're in control of this. They're in control of like how you see them. They're working to, you know, get certain things together here for you. You know what I'm saying? So like maybe like this person is trying to put, for some of you, that could be like a date together, or it's like wanting to take their power back as well too. But I feel like the fact that we have these kind of energies together as well, that at the same time this person can feel a little bit powerless at the same time, but also they feel as though they just want fate to be in their hands. They want it to work out, and they want everything to go as planned for this situation and for you as well. So this is really interesting. But yeah, you have this person like hooked, to say the least. I kind of want to get another card for this Wheel of Fortune and this oh my gosh, I almost said the Emperor. Why did I almost say the Emperor? That's weird. Can we get one more card for this Magician and this Wheel of Fortune? Ooh, the Nine of Wands. Okay, and then we have the Eight of Wands. And we have the Devil. This person, there's such a magnetic connection that this person feels towards you. Like, this is such a magnetic, like, almost a little bit obsessive, but, like, very sexual. These two cards together is like, I'm hooked. I'm drawn to you. I want you. Now, I feel like with the Nine of Wands now coming out, this person could feel a little bit discouraged because at times maybe things just didn't work out the way that they wanted them to. So I feel like this was, them wanting to take their power back and kind of maybe creating a different circumstance for you and for this situation, like creating this opportunity for themselves and for you as well too. So this is somebody that definitely feels your energy very strong. This is somebody that thinks about you a lot. This is somebody that for some of you possibly could work with. And also this is, I think for a lot of you, this is somebody that you may have had a little bit of history with, but it just didn't go that distance. It didn't get to where you wanted it to go. As well as I'm also hearing for some of you, this could be a friend. that was interesting because that just came out right now. But it's like you didn't get to develop this as much as you wanted to, and so this person is still stuck on you, still thinking about you, and wanting to get this ball rolling almost in a better way, and kind of take back control and take back their power from this instead of just thinking about it and, you know, kind of doing something about it is kind of what they want. So we have health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. So this person could be working on their physique as well as they could be kind of trying to work on their mental health at the same time. But for some reason, the first message that came out was like, okay, I need to get healthy. I'm gonna try to get fit. I want to look good for you. So let's see. What else can you tell us about this person that is haunted by pile 1 spirit? What can you tell us about this person? Ooh, so we have a lot of cards here. Okay, let's talk about it. Bottom of the deck, we have peace. Let's see what we got here. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Okay. So we have the 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel in reverse. What number is that? 42. Okay. Oh, we have another 14 too. So we have 14, 14, 41, which is also 555. Oh, and another 5. Okay, but let's get to, sorry, I get so distracted on other things. So we have caring connections. We also have healer of the ages. And then we have attachments in reverse. I'm going to put this on top of this one. So sorry, health. Because this kind of tells a beautiful story. I feel like this person, for some of you, this person wasn't 100% upfront and honest with how they were feeling and what it is that they wanted. And I think that kind of got in the way and made their communication was definitely a problem here. Since we kind of saw that communication coming up early. So with that being said, I feel like this person feels like you are definitely someone that they hold very close to. Like you are someone that they do have a lot of feelings for, that they do appreciate. And I feel like with this healer of the ages, you know, this is about them wanting to bring in that kind of healing energy towards this connection. Any kind of burnt bridges or any kind of rifts or things that were that have happened, any kind of tattered things, you know, I feel like they do want to mend here with you, and they want to allow almost like a new energy to kind of flow here with this. Now, the fact that we have attachment in reverse is like, I think that the fact that, well, okay, if I could be honest, the attachment coming out with Healer of the Ages, I feel like this would be releasing a lot of negative attachments, and this could be a lot of negative patterns and behaviors as well. But I can't help but to think as well at the same time too that this person maybe has tried to release you and has tried to release attachments to how they feel about you, and they feel like they just can't, and they feel like they can't express themselves either about it as well. So that's why they're kind of feeling a little trapped, or they're feeling a little powerless. Now, one thing that they do know is that they care about you a lot, and one thing that they do know is that they want to mend something, or they want, and this could also indicate them healing themselves as well, like healing all of these issues that they had in order to come correct and bring a lot more to the table with you. Like, I think that for some of you, you could have startled this person internally, and they could have maybe like acted out because of that. Like they could have like either ran, or they could have self-sabotaged in some way, shape, or form. And with that being said, it's like you are starting to heal these attachments within this person, obviously probably without even realizing, or like it's not like you are like they are healing, you know what I'm saying? It's like it woke something up, I guess is the way to say that here. And I think that this person realizes that they need to address these issues before they can address you. But I do feel like this person feels like they are your person. They feel like you are the one for them for the most part, regardless of any other doubts about the relationship. They feel like they do. Oh my gosh, I was just going to say they feel like you belong to them. Interesting. So let's get some channeled messages now and see what we got going on here. So what are some messages, some channel messages to help clarify this person as well, or that this person would like pile one to know? Oh my gosh, I said this in the intro. That's so funny. So, oh, not this. So we have, I want to move in together. You live in my head rent free. When I think about you, I touch myself. Wow, that took a turn. Excuse me. Did you put a spell on me? Oh, geez. Yeah, this is the definite type of energy that would come through in this reading. I'm starting to fall for you. You know what's crazy is I was thinking like this could have been someone that you had, for some of you, it doesn't have to be the case, but this is someone like, I was feeling like an energy of like incompleteness, an complete cycle with this person. Like this could be someone that you obviously had to start with, and then it's like when all of a sudden these feelings were coming through, that's when they got triggered, and that's why I'm getting with this, I'm starting to fall from you. Bottom of the deck, we have I'm insecure about my looks coming out, which could have been that health card as well. So let's see. Let's get a couple more channeled messages. Maybe like one more, we'll see. We have you are so beautiful. I heard inside and out. You are so beautiful. To me. I'm scared to tell you how I really feel. Okay. Show me you care. And then we have let's make up coming at the bottom too. Yeah, that's that nervous energy, guys. This person of like, when I was feeling with that Knight of Cups, what I think I was saying too, what I was saying was I was like, I'm sensing an energy of hesitance. Of like, these are my feelings. I want to express them. I feel them. I'm trying to analyze them. I feel like this person's like over-analyzing, overthinking about them. Maybe even trying to like, what is it called? Like oh God, I can't remember that word now. Compartmentalizing. Okay, I think I totally butchered that, but you know what I'm saying, where you're trying to like find why and kind of just over analyzing it. We have I never meant to hurt you. As well as I'm happy being single right now. I want to get one more to clarify that I'm happy being single right now, because it's okay. I heard that times this person was kind of like the type that wanted to have their cake and eat it too. Okay, so that makes sense. With the clarifier, we have I can't be the person you need me to be. This is definitely in regards to those attachments as well. It's like this person feels so strongly for you. Obviously, we can see that. But it's like they're not ready to completely give up their old lifestyle at the same time. This could be something that you already realized. This could be why this person is feeling like, you know, they kind of wanted to make up or whatever. Regardless of that, though, it's like, I heard that change is coming for this person, and I'm also hearing that it's not going to be too pleasant, and that could be very specific for some of you. Too pleasant for this person, if that means that they could be getting some sort of wake-up call. But yeah, it seems like this person is kind of like, I feel so strongly for you, I'm drawn to you, but also, you know, and I think this is commitment issues, to say the least. This is like, I'm kind of scared of commitment. Like, I want to have my options open. You know, I want to, but they still want to have you at times as well too. So that's not fair. I don't like this energy at all. So, honestly, we're going to get the advice for you and maybe see what's up with that. But obviously each situation is different for each and every one of you. But for the most part, yeah, if you are someone that wants commitment from this person and they're not able to give it to you, then that is kind of your answer right there. And it doesn't have to be the answer forever, but you know, that's all the information I feel like you would need to know on where this person is able to meet you at. And I know sometimes it can suck and it can be very confusing because, you know, the feelings are there and maybe the vibe is there, you know, but if they're not able to give you 100% what you deserve, then that's it. you know? But I think this person is still going through a certain process. Because we have my heart's broken at the bottom. And this could indicate this person just needing a need of healing. This person could be this way because they could have gotten, and then we have I'm not going to chase you. So yeah, there's like some stubborn ego that's happening here within this person. Yeah, that's definitely ego, you know, and it's basically like, I feel these ways for you and I want this situation, I want this to work with you, but at the same time, it's like, I'm not going to make myself look like a fool. I'm not going to put myself in a situation to get hurt. And all of that is, you know, it sounds good on paper, but when you deserve way better than that, to say the least. So on that note, let's get some advice for you. Oh, before I cover this with cards, if you would like to screenshot these or write them down or whatever, you can pause the video here and screenshot it, but it's going to get covered now. So that was just a little warning. Okay, so the advice we have for you, I love that. The first thing coming out is you are not alone. You are not alone. You are not alone. You are not alone. Oh, and then because at the bottom we have get support. Oh, and then we have they broke your heart. It hurts. It's awful. You will get through it. Underneath that, we have your intuition is a superpower. Listen to your gut. It knows stuff. And then we have, these are also, I'm so sorry. They're all like telling like a perfect story. Like they're all going together so perfectly. So it's, and then we have keep working on yourself. If you're not okay on the inside, the outside won't matter. You are responsible for your own happiness. Wow. Obviously, you know, I feel like Spirit really wants you to reach out as well. Spirit has a lot of love for you. I always say, you know, if you ever feel alone, try to connect. Like you can do that in meditation. Connect yourself to a loving source, and you will definitely feel a lot of love. But it's obviously not going to take away everything and stuff like that. So if you do have friends, trusted friends or family or situations that, you know, you want to just vent to, I feel like you're really being guided to do that. I feel like that would make you feel a lot better. And also, when you hear other people's stories and other people's situations, it definitely helps us remember that we really aren't alone. And obviously, this is a collective reading too. So if you have been feeling very bad, if you have been feeling kind of heartbroken or just, you know, just feeling maybe I think down at times when it comes to like this situation or other situations at the same time, you know, there is a whole collective of people that are probably going through the same thing as you. And I know that doesn't sound like positive. You're like, oh, great, thanks. Like now we're all going through it. But at the same time, I feel like there is this sense of comfort to know that, you know, you're not alone and that there's other people that are with you, you know, that have gotten through things. And that knowing that you are strong enough to get through anything and just knowing that it gets better. Of course, you know, validate your feelings as much as you feel like you need to and sit with them and feel whatever it is that you feel is coming up. But also at the same time, remember that this isn't going to last forever. That you are going to feel better again. You are going to feel good again. You're going to feel like yourself again as well. And I love that it says it's okay to change your mind. When you get new information, reassess your decisions. Be open and flexible. You know, sometimes we get so fixated on outcomes. But with that being said, we ignore some truth. It's like we want something to be true so bad that we kind of ignore all of these red flags and we ignore all of these other signs. And I think this is coming out to say that maybe for some of you, you were ignoring your intuition about this situation a little bit. And that's okay. We all do that at times as well too. Just remember this, you know, when you're feeling those gut feelings, or remember this when you're getting some sort of information and you're like, oh, well, you know, that's not what they said. Or, you know what I'm saying? It's like, wait, there was some information here that I feel like you did receive, or whether that's intuitively or physically, that it's like you kind of knew. But of course, I think at sometimes as well, we kind of have to see for ourselves. And I say that with 100%, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like what's the word? I can agree, I guess, is what you would say. Like, and what I mean by that is that I've always kind of been, actually, I've learned a lot of lessons in my life, to say the least, and so I'm not that like that anymore. But before, I was always somebody that kind of had to learn the hard way. Like, I had to see it for myself. I had to experience it for myself. If someone, even I could have all the evidence and I could have all the data and I could have all that, but I had to know for myself. And that kind of put me in situations that hurt me a lot more than I needed to be hurt. But it's almost as if I knew that I had to go through it. I had to experience it. And with that being said, this could be one of those situations for you as well, of like, or maybe in other past situations or whatever this can relate to you. You know, this could be that case of like, sometimes we just got to see things for ourselves. But now that we did see things for ourselves, and now we know like the hunches, and we know what it's going to be, you know, to continue on listening to our intuition. And if it's something that, you know, is maybe comes back later, you'll know the signs now. You'll know what it is now. And so at least if you experience it once or a couple times, you don't have to do it all the time, you know. But yeah, just know that you are going to overcome this regardless of the circumstances and regardless of the outcome. You know, you're not alone. And to try to get support, like it says, I know I'm kind of just reading these now, but like I said, they were like flowing, like they were like making like, honestly, like full on sentences. So I was like, hey, you know, that's easy. But I understand that relationships can be so confusing, and I understand that relationships can be so hard, and I understand that our wants and our desires can really cloud and get in the way of us. So don't shame yourself for maybe not seeing things earlier, or wanting, or you know, listening to yourself earlier. Sometimes, like I just said, we have to go through certain things and we go through processes, but you learn and you'll grow. And I guarantee that in time, you're going to be like, okay, like you're not even gonna bat an eye. Because you're gonna be so strong, and you're gonna be so aware, and you're gonna know exactly what the truth is. And I just keep hearing that it's like a meme, but it's like this guy, he's like kind of doing weird noises, but the one thing he says in the video is like, that's really true, is like he says, tough times never last, tough people only last. And you are resilient, and you are tough, and you got this. I want to end, where are we at? Do I have time? Yeah, okay. Sorry, not because I'm like, it's not a time thing per se. It's like that if, it'll cut me off if I go too long. So I have to see if I have time, or else it'll get cut off. Okay, so the affirmation that we have for you is, I love and approve of myself. I appreciate all that I do. I am good enough just as I am. I speak up for myself. I ask for what I want, and I claim my power. Wow, this is amazing for you. And I, especially in regards to like your advice and this, like in this reading right here, this is definitely saying that you're worthy of being heard. You're worthy of speaking your truth. You're worthy of expressing yourself. And I feel like for a lot of you, you're worthy of someone understanding where you're coming from, and still being willing to, you know, like let you say what you need to say, and not either getting hurt or offended, or not like lying to you. You know, I feel like this is like a big communication thing. Like, you deserve someone who hears you, who listens to you, who understands you, and who can communicate their needs as well. And you, so where you're not feeling like you're getting played, or you're not feeling like, you know, someone's trying to play games with you as well. And this kind of starts with yourself at the same time. That's why this is an I am. It starts with you being honest with yourself. It starts with you showing up for yourself, for what it is you feel like you deserve. And all of those other things will come, because once you start to really like accept and show up for yourself, and not let anyone treat you any way less than you deserve, you're going to start attracting people that aren't going to do that. And as well as you're going to start weeding out the people that, you know, would do that. But you're perfect just as the way that you are. You don't need to change. You don't need to be better. You don't need to be hotter. You don't need to be skinnier. You don't need to be more buff. You don't need to be anything to be loved and accepted. And there's a whole source of untapped conditional love that's waiting for you from spirit to connect with at the same time. Because once you understand, and that's why a lot of the times we develop this love and acceptance, you know, through like our own spiritual practices. We definitely can do that, because once you realize that you are unconditional love and you are unconditionally loved by the most important source in the whole entire universe, the most important opinion that matters, you know, it says that you are 100% perfect and you are 100% beautiful just as you are, then who cares what anyone else says, you know, because that's not truth. The only truth is that you are 100% unconditionally loved and you are perfect just as you are. That is the only truth. If anyone else says otherwise, that's just a reflection of them, and they don't know that they're unconditionally loved, or they don't feel it at times as well too, and that's something that they could work on. But, you know, right now we're just focused on you. So yeah, just know that you're going to be feeling better. I feel like for some of you, you are going to be feeling better soon. Don't take that soon as any kind of thing. The reason why I'm saying this is because I'm also hearing and feeling like this. Okay, so I knew that it was going to do that. It cut me off. The reason why it cuts me off is because I myself am a picture and video hoarder. So really, I could just easily fix the process by going through and deleting a lot of stuff. And I probably will. But yeah, so what I was saying too, don't put emphasis on the soon about feeling better if that's something that the reason why I got that message is because I was getting a message of like you're kind of going through a purging process as well. And you're kind of letting go of all of the things that don't make you, or all of the things that were inside of you that made you maybe believe at one point in time that you felt less worthy, or it's like that with that attachments card as well too. It's like you're going through a release of like negative attachments too, if that makes sense. So and the reason why I was saying that too is because I constantly go through that a lot of the time as well too. I feel like I'm constantly going through cycles of death and rebirth and things like that. So if I know anything about it, it's that once that kind of ends, you kind of almost like skyrocket to the next level, and so you feel a lot better. You feel so much freer as well. So just know that that time most likely is coming to you, or for most of you, as well as most of you may be already there or on the right track to almost being there, because I feel like you're also on the track of saying no and disapproving from anything that is wasting your time or isn't giving you or feeding your soul what it is that you feel you want. Like basically, if they're not able to meet you where you're at, you're not going to lower yourself. You are raising your bar as well too. So I'm proud of you for that, pile one. And just know that, like we said, nothing lasts forever, and you are so loved and you are so cared for, and I'm proud of you and Spirit's proud of you. And thank you for staying till the end of this reading. And also thank you to anyone who supports the channel. Thank you to anyone who just likes the videos. That is such an easy way to support and to share your support, is just by liking the video. Thank you to anyone who comments. Thank you to anyone who shares. I love you guys so much. I'm so grateful for you, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next reading. So if you are not subscribed and you don't want to miss the next reading, go ahead and subscribe now if that's something you feel like you want to do, and I will see you there. Bye. Hi pile 2, welcome to your reading. If you chose the little black cat, or if you chose the card with the black cat on it as well, then welcome. So the card that you ended up choosing was the moon card, which I guess is pretty obvious because there's a huge moon on it, but let's talk about it. So I feel like this person that feels haunted by you, first of all, I feel like they feel very intuitively connected to you, intuitively drawn to you, and this could go both ways. You could feel very intuitively drawn to a specific person as well, but I also feel like this is kind of them keeping their feelings a secret as well. There could be, the moon represents secrets and hidden things as well as intuition and stuff like that, but I feel like for the most part, this person is trying to keep this a secret for whatever reason, or at least they're kind of maybe even suppressing it to the subconscious, which means that they could be having dreams about you as well too. So because things that we suppress sometimes kind of come out in our subconscious, as well as the moon represents dreams at the same time too. So you could even be having dreams about a specific person as well for some of you, but for the most part, I feel like you and this person are very intuitively connected. or they just feel very intuitively drawn to you at the same time. You could have this mystery aura about yourself as well that could leave this person kind of wanting more. But for some reason, I feel like there's some fear here around this person expressing themselves. There's some fear here around them and their heart chakra is what I'm feeling right now. There's some fear around their heart chakra, so they're not really being 100% honest with maybe how they're feeling. And it doesn't mean that they're lying per se, it just means that they're not expressing them or letting you know at this time for the most part. So let's see. Also, this person could be very attracted to you because the black cat here, I feel, is like, I'm seeing the black cat with the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands is somebody that, or it comes out a lot of times in readings like this because the person is attracted to them. But the black cat in there also represents the Queen of Wands' intuition. It's by her side because it's helping her as well too. So there's already a lot of like spiritual, intuitive energy coming through here with this pile between you and this person. All right, so let's talk about who this person is. So Spirit, can you please show me and pile 2 who this person is that is on that has them on their mind, that feels haunted by pile 2. Yeah, thank you. All right, we have the Hermit at the bottom. So the first card we have coming out was the 8 of Wands. Wow. We have Judgment. We have Strength. We have the 6 of Wands. Oops, I'm going to move that up. I hope that's okay. All right, and the Hermit being at the bottom as well too. I feel like, yeah, a lot of this person may be keeping these things inside. So let's get some clarifiers. Why is the 8 of Wands here about who this person is? The Knight of Wands. That's a great clarification because they're kind of very much the same type of energy. Okay, why is the Judgment card here though? What can you tell us about this Judgment card? Judgment card. Okay. So we have Death and Rebirth coming out in the Page of Cups, as well as we have the Devil peeking through in the 6 of Swords. We're going to take the one that landed on it. We have the Knight of Swords. Okay. Okay. Why do we have the Strength card here? Oops, my left eye is itching so bad. Okay. And I felt called to say the left eye for some reason, so that's interesting. So the Sun and the 6 of Wands. Why is the 6 of Wands here? Who is this person? All right. Interesting. So we have the Emperor coming out. We'll keep him. Fine. It's fine. We'll just have every freaking card in the deck. It's fine. I'm just kidding. So we have the Knight of Pentacles, and underneath that we have the 4 of Wands. I love that. Okay. So this person, you know how we were talking about this person could be attracted to you? Oh yeah. This person feels so drawn to you in such a strong magnetic way. That's why I was like laughing when we had the Knight of Wands come out with the 8 of Wands. They just feel like they are so sexually attracted to you. They are just want to move this. They want to move this situation like towards you. If there is any like gap between this, they feel like they want to kind of bridge that gap. We also have the Judgment card and the Knight of Swords here. So I feel as though this could have been someone that you had some words said with, or there was some things that you found out or this person found out that were communicated that may have caused this person to feel judged in maybe not the best way, as in like this could have been like their actions. This could have been like something coming to the surface as well. for some of you, but I feel like they're kind of wanting to move past that. And I feel like there's like some sort of wake up call here when it comes to communication and maybe what they're going to say and how they're going to say it. I think that this person has been thinking about communicating with you for a long time. And I think that this person does have a little bit of fear of being judged about what it is that they want and what it is that they're going to say, because we have the Strength card here and the Sun. It's telling me that, you know, one of the things that they feel like they need to do is to be strong for you and to really try to stay positive and not let the past get in the way, because a lot of time the Judgment card can come through when we don't like the choices that we've made in our past. And so with that being said, we do want to change something, or it's like you have an opportunity to change something here as well too, and to go a different direction. And so I feel like this person kind of does want to go towards you. That's the direction here. They still feel so drawn to you, magnetically connected, intuitively connected, and all of that stuff too. So I think that what's kind of hard for this person though at the same time is kind of having a positive outlook on relationships and on the future and maybe on this. But with you, they see that as possible, so it could be a little bit easier, because the fact that we have the Six of Wands coming through too as a success. With you, they feel like they could be successful in anything. They feel like you are amazing, that you're abundant. Oh my gosh, guys, we have the Emperor and the Empress coming out. Didn't even realize that. Wow, right over my head. But now that we're here, it's because I was kind of starting at an end and I was flowing over here, so please excuse me. This means that this person feels like you are the one for them. Like you guys work together very well. This could be a divine counterpart of some sort. And what they really want to do here is make it work. They want you to see them in a better light, I feel. And they also are trying to present you with some sort of opportunity here in making this happen. I feel like the Nine of Pentacles is coming at the bottom of the deck as well too, because this person feels like you have so much to offer. This person feels like you are capable of doing anything yourself, and I think that this person would feel just very blessed in general just to be a part of your life. And be a part of your energy and just be in your little clique or in your circle. I think that this person would just feel ridiculously special and ridiculously blessed. Now, the fact that we have the Empress here, I feel like this is also, you know, them wanting to co-create a beautiful life here with you. This is them. And I know, like, for some of you, you're like, whoa, that's probably like, wow, this person feels very strongly. Yeah, to say the least, especially with these cards that we have as well too, it's like them, like, they have more or less, they have an outcome in mind with you that they want, if I can be honest here. I think that everything that's, you know, what it takes to get there is subjective. But for the most part, they want to be seen by you. This person wants you to see them in a high light. This person wants you to know that they are or could be good for you. And they want you to almost accept them, like accept them into your own, if that makes sense as well. Now, I think that this is somebody that I for sure does dream about you. That's kind of confirmation as well too. This person does have dreams about you, but also this person has dreams of the future that you guys can have together. And I think that this person wants to offer you some sort of stability here. This person wants to just be around you and be in your energy and wants to be seen in a positive light. So maybe for some of you, if this person wasn't seen in a positive light in the past, for some of you, that they want to shift that perspective and they want to be seen. Now, I think that there's I think that for some of you, this person feels a little bit discouraged at times about what to say and how to say it. And I think that they're a little bit afraid of you rejecting them because of this strong pull. But I think it's like, you know, with this Eight of Wands and this Knight of Wands here, it's almost giving me this message of like, this person didn't realize like how they were going to feel, or like they didn't realize the intensity of this connection before. Like they could have just been drawn to you like sexually at first. They could have just wanted to hook up. And then now it's like they have all of these feelings and all of these goals and all of these wants and things like that. And it's like they were kind of shook about it at the same time. Let's get some oracles to see what else, though, about, like, who is this person, or what is this person that feels haunted? They want your love, for sure. Oh my gosh, I just saw, too, like, man holding a heart as well, too. So this is someone that does want to be in a relationship with you. They do want your love. They want your affection. At the same time, for some of you, you could be not speaking to this person. And that's why I'm kind of looking at this person. She's like looking over here and her heart's over there. So maybe they feel like you don't, like you're avoiding them for some of you. That could just be specific though. So let's see. Also, I feel like this person views you as someone who's very independent, who has a lot of things on their own, and especially someone who can take care of themselves, whether you just take care of yourself physically and like financially, like, or you just look good at the same time too. And I think that really, that person thinks about that a lot of the time as well too. Like, they enjoy that you are just like you, if that makes sense. I know that sounds probably so corny and you're like, what? But like, they do, like, just the way that you do things, they enjoy it. Ooh, we have contract here. So this could be someone that you definitely do have like a spiritual soul contract with right here. And this could be why they feel so connected to you. They feel so drawn to you because there is some sort of soul contract involved here. And it's like they just cannot get away from you as well, because we have Angel of Love. Oh, and then we have Happiness. And then, oh, and then we have the 6th chakra in reverse as well too. So there could be some avoidance as well too. I heard that sometimes this person could be ashamed of like how drawn they feel to you, or how like strongly they feel to you. Like they could be a little bit embarrassed about it as well too. But we have discipline and we have growth. Yeah, so I think this person has realized that, you know, they realized a lot of things about what it's going to take to be with you and what it's going to take to be that person that you need them to be. And I think on that note, they're realizing that there's a lot of things that they need to develop in their life as well, to basically to be able to accept and to be able to take care of this connection that they want as well too. Like they could be working on themselves for the most part, and this could also be just a connection that has brought a lot of growth and that has shown this person that they have to stay away from you. I feel it's taking this person a lot of discipline and a lot of strength at the same time. Like, so if this person has, like, you and this person aren't talking to each other, or like, you know, this person is keeping this from you, it's taking like almost everything that this person has, all the strength that this person has, to do so as well. But yeah, there's a lot of growth, and I'm seeing this butterfly right here as well too. Like there's a lot of growth within you and this person, and probably within this connection at the same time. Let's see, what else can you tell me about this situation here, and about why this person has... Okay, so we have adversity, we have financial constraints in reverse, and we have blossoming abundance. Oh geez, we have Angel of Balance. This person could be going through a tough time financially, or at least getting out of a tough time financially. And I think that for whatever reason with you, they feel like there's just so much abundance that can be had. Like you may make this person want to be such a better person. Like you may make them want to work harder, to be better, to cultivate more. And I feel like the way that they view you with this 9 of Pentacles at the bottom is like they view you as someone that deserves the world, that deserves to be pampered, that deserves to be treated. as well. And so if they don't have that, that could be a big, huge reason why they're kind of holding back, and they're just wanting to cultivate more, and wanting to have something that offers you some sort of stability. But I feel like with the blossoming abundance, this is the number 3, and this is like the Empress. Oh my gosh, and look how we were just saying, like, you deserve the world. The Empress has like the world here. There's even moon as well. And there's even a school of fish here too, which I believe the school of fish represents the collective consciousness, if I'm not mistaken. But for the most part, there's a lot of synchronicities about moon and intuition and about emotions. And then now we're seeing that this person wants you to be taken care of, or to have a lot of things, or to offer you a lot of things and grow with you here as well too. And they're seeing you as someone that can do that, and that they want to have something to offer here with you. And so I think that one of the reasons why you're haunting this person is because you're making them want to step up to the plate. You're making them want to offer you a better life, and in turn they have to start with themselves. They have to offer themselves a better life as well too. And this is good. I think this is good for this person, because I feel like they view you as someone who is on such a high level here, and they're not gonna want to screw this up. And I'm hearing for some of you, they're not gonna want to screw this up again. And with that being said, so they're really trying to work on what it is that they have to offer, so that they can just come and be themselves and not be insecure, and I guess just be that person that you need them to be. Wow. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some channeled messages from this person. So what are some channeled messages that this person would like pile 2 to know? Yep, I'm going through a lot right now. Oh, shoot. Excuse me. We'll probably take these 2 that fell off. Let me just... Okay. Those are the 2 that fell, and then we'll just look at all these right now. So we have, please have patience with me at the bottom. So we have, I'm going through a lot right now. I can't move on. Is there still a chance? I'm insecure sometimes. That's crazy. We were just talking about that. I'm insecure sometimes. I'm scared to fall in love again. I always come running back to you. I should have communicated better. I'm not good at that. I think this has a lot to do with communicating this person's insecurities as well too. Or just communicating like what was going on in general inside of them. It would have made a lot more sense. You are all I think about. You drive me crazy. And then we have, I don't know how I feel. You know what's crazy is I'm hearing that this was your channeled song. It's All That I've Got by The Used. And it's like, I'll be just fine pretending I'm not. And then afar from lonely, and it's all that I've got. So it's like this person is trying to just pretend that they're okay, everything's gonna be okay, and they have all of this stuff kind of going on internally about you. And for some reason the name of the song, All That I've Got, is significant to this reading as well too. And not even just the song, it's like this person is like, this is all that I've got, and they don't think that it's good enough for you. I mean, and this is obviously someone that you have some sort of a past with, for sure. But it kind of makes sense though. I feel like a lot of the times when we do these readings of like who's on your mind heavy, like obviously it's like, who are you haunting? It's obviously somebody that you've left a huge mark on, and I think you've left a huge mark, to say the least, on this person. And I think it's like, for some reason you almost made this person question their whole entire life. Like, what are they doing with their life? What are they gonna be? Who are they gonna be? all of that stuff. It's very interesting. Like, you've made such a positive impact on this person's life that without even probably knowing it. I'm hearing for some of you, you may think that you've made a negative impact or whatever, but that's not the case here at all. Like, you definitely have such a positive impact on this person's life that they want to just be better and step up. And I think that this person is trying to go through this growing process, and I think this person is going through a lot that is causing them to feel uncomfortable in ways because they can't stay in the old energy anymore. They have to develop, they have to grow, they have to advance in order to have this. So it's like, you know, you're pushing this person to be better, even if you're just doing that energetically, or even if just like your haunting presence does that, you know, that's enough. It's like, wow. So yeah, I'm gonna put the please have patience with me right here, because oh, bottom of the deck we have, what do they have that I don't? And I just want to hear your voice again. Losing you was the karma. But I'm going to put this here. Hopefully it's decent enough to where if you would like to screenshot it, go ahead. And or you could take it and write them down or look at them later. Whatever you want to do, pile 2. They're your channel messages. But I'm giving you time or space to do that, because we're going to pull some advice for you now. Oh, there's a lot of financial energy coming through. So we have dollar signs, and it's earn your own money and then buy what you want. Oh, I love that. Okay. So you and this person both could be like on your own, like little journeys of leveling up your financial gain as well, like working on your bank. If that's something you've been thinking about doing, then this is obviously a sign to do that. So what advice do we have here? Okay, I think that's enough. We have your intuition is a superpower. Listen to your gut. It knows stuff. Now we have this one. We have rejection hurts like hell. Feel the ache, then pick yourself up and get back out there. You are resilient. Now, I feel like for some of you, this is a situation where it's almost like you've almost rejected each other. And I don't mean at the same time. Like, there could have been a time where like you rejected them, they rejected you, vice versa. Maybe this was like a mutual decision or whatever the case here. But for the most part, it doesn't matter who did what. If you're feeling the loss and you're feeling like that, you know, this is kind of saying that it's okay. Allow yourself to feel this loss, regardless of who rejected who. You could have rejected them, whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes, even if we're the ones that do the rejecting, we still kind of have to process the grief as well. So this is a sign as well, and a message to allow yourself to process this. But then, of course, don't stay in that energy for too long, because you have things to do. You know, you have important things to do, important things to accomplish in this lifetime as well. And so with that being said, it's like, don't let it get you down for too long, but stay there as long as you need, because there's some processing still that needs to happen here. We have your body, mind, heart equals your choice, your life, your choice. But be mindful that your choices can affect others as well. Yeah, this is keeping that balance of like doing what you want, but also not hurting other people on purpose at the same time. And I think there's just a great reminder too that it's your life and you still have the power to choose, and you can do whatever it is that you want to do in this life, or whatever you feel called to do. And don't let anyone tell you what you're supposed to be doing or what you have to do, or you like, for some reason I'm like, there's like a message here, like if someone, for example, if someone says like, well, just be a stay-at-home mom or stay-at-home wife, I'll take care of you. But you're like, I have my own goals and my own ambitions, and I want my own money and things like that. Then you know what I'm saying? It's like that. Like, don't let anyone force you or influence you in a negative way. Do what it is that you want to do. And even if it does affect other people, but like you're not purposely hurting anyone else, if it affects them because they want to have control over you or they want to tell you how to live your life, then that's something that, you know, maybe you should distance yourself from, because you should be allowed to do what it is that you feel you want to do and what's in your heart, you know. We also have you have a lot to learn, so get back to studying. For some of you, this could be like literal, like you're learning a new craft, you're in school, or whatever the case is. This is saying do not neglect that time. Like the studying is important, that you still have a lot to learn. And as well as this is always about remembering that we are the internal students in our life. So when we go through experiences and we go through situations, there's always something to learn from, and there's always something to develop from as well too. Like if you go through an experience that you don't like, you know, what did you learn from this? It's not always like negative things, bad things happen just for no reason. It's like a lot of the times, I mean, don't get me wrong, sometimes things just happen, like there's always that too, but for the most part, there's always something to learn from and to grow from. And you're never done learning, and you're never done growing at the same time. Like our lives are constant, like, and they're not lessons like all the time where it's like harsh lessons, but they're constant experiences that we have something to take from. I believe, me personally, that a lot of the experiences that, or most of, I would say all, to be honest, all of the experiences that we go through are for some sort of development or some sort of learning, or they have, I guess, a way to say that in like a way that kind of fits like how I think about it is that there's always something to gain from it, and it's always needed. So like if there's an experience that's in your reality right now, like even if you don't like it and if you don't want to be there, you don't want to go through it, there's something there that is needed for you to gain, whether that's just perspective, whether that's a lesson, whether that's self-acceptance, whatever the case is. It's there for a reason, and it's to show you something or to teach you something. So I think sometimes when we kind of look at life through that, it is a whole nother perspective on its own, and it helps us grasp it. And a lot of times, faster we learn lessons, faster we can get through it, you know, at the same time, hey. And so this last card that we have is a little sassy card, so sorry, and I don't mean it to be in a rude way, and I don't know why I say like me, like I don't mean it like I made these cards or whatever, but sometimes they can come off as a little bitchy, okay, and that's okay. That's just how the deck is. So anyways, so it says stop whining, complaining gets old, do something about it. Now this is something that I feel is in regards to changes in your life that you have been wanting to make or craving. Maybe if you've been wanting change, if you've been wanting things to go better, to go differently, this is a time for you to take that divine action, that divinely inspired action into your life, instead of just wishing things would be better or wanting things to be better, which we all tend to do. Don't get me wrong, that's such an important process though. Like there's nothing wrong with that, because the wishing and the wanting is what sparks, literally, well, it starts from usually the discomfort that, you know, and that's why I guess that goes back to that example of like there's always something to gain. So even if you're in an experience or a situation where it's just causing you so much discomfort, so much pain, one of the things to gain from that is the spark and the inspiration to get out, to change, to want better for yourself as well. And then it comes, I'm almost like getting the wand suit here. It's like the Ace of Wands. That's initial spark. Then the Two of Wands is like that planning, like, all right, I still want better. I'm gonna see what I can do about it. I'm seeing potential here. And then we go that Three of Wands, which is like, all right, now it's time to set out and go get what I want, go get what I deserve, as well as it can come to you in ways too. But yeah, this is about you like realizing your goals and going after them. And then we have the Four of Wands, which is a nice homecoming, which is like you came back, you got it, you saw, you conquered. But so yeah, for some reason, I don't know why that was coming up, but this is about you being that change. That change comes from within you a lot of the time as well too. If you don't like the way people are treating you, sometimes you have to get away from the people, because we can't put all the power in the people, you know, to be like, stop treating me this way. Of course you communicate that, but like if they're not doing it, you can't wait for them to do it right. You know, sometimes you got to take control and you got to take power back into your own hands and do what it is that you got to do. So I think this is a message for that as well too. Whatever it is that you feel like you need to do it. Okay, so let's get some positive affirmation cards for you. This is kind of like your advice as well too, but it's like in a cute way. And sometimes they're affirmations you can take with you as well. You can repeat them. Do we just want one? 3. Well, that was more than I wanted. Okay. So the first one we have coming out for you is I express my creativity. My unique and creative talents and abilities flow through me and are expressed in deeply satisfying ways. My creativity is always in demand. Yeah, for some of you, if you've been wanting to like manifest something, or you wanting to put yourself out there, like whether that's like a business, or you just know that you have talents or you have something to offer, this is about you expressing your creative side and it working all out in your favor, actually being a very divinely guided process. For some of you as well, this could be about you just creating that life that you've always wanted to live, that best life for yourself. For some of you are already in that process as well too, so this is kind of a sign to keep going. You're doing it, and you have the ability to create, like it says, a deeply satisfying life. And then we have all is well in my world. Everything is working out for my highest good. Out of this situation, only good will come. I am safe. Yes, out of all the situations, there's always something good to come out of it. I promise you. Even if it doesn't feel like it, even if you can't see it until years from now, there will always be something to gain from a situation. And then we have, I prosper wherever I turn. I now see opportunities for abundance everywhere I am, blessed and prospered. Oh, I read that weird. So it's, I now see opportunities for abundance everywhere. I am blessed and prospered. Same thing, you get it, same vibe. Yeah, you know, you are a very abundant person. This person sees the potential in you. They see that you are a very abundant person. They want to take care of you. They want to shower you. And, but, you know, again, you can't leave it on another person, especially someone that has their own issues or they're going through their own things and they're not capable of offering you those things at this time. I don't think that this person's never going to be able to offer you those things, but I do think that this person can only love you as far as they're able to right now, and that may not be anywhere near where you deserve. And so with that being said, it's time for you to treat yourself. It's time for you to create the abundance and that beautiful life. Like, it all starts with you as well too. Like, you know, you wanting better for yourself is going to in turn allow the people around you to think that you deserve better as well. So there's a lot here about money. I think you do have great opportunities coming your way, pile 2. I think that there's a lot of potential here within something and within yourself to create an amazing, abundant life that you've always dreamed of. And sometimes that doesn't even, you don't even have to share it with other people. Just do it for yourself. The most important person in your life right now is yourself. And I promise you, it's so worth it. So yeah, on that note, I am going to leave this reading here. Thank you so much for all who support this channel. Thank you so much to anyone who just likes the video. That's such a simple way of supporting the channel, just liking the videos, as well as to all of my beautiful, vibrant soul subscribers. I love you guys so much. And I can't wait to read for you guys in the next one. And if you are not subscribed, but you would like another reading or you would like to see me again, then go ahead and subscribe now if that's something, of course, you'd be interested in. And then I'll see you at the next one. Bye. Hi, pile 3, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the little Halloween bow, or if you chose this card, then welcome. So the card that you chose is honesty, and then we have this beautiful candle with this really strongly lit flame. And if I can say anything about this pile so far, is that one of the reasons why you are heavily on this person's mind is definitely for 18 and over reasons. I feel like this person has ridiculously spicy thoughts about you, and I think that they like to fantasize a lot about you as well. Even just your channeled song alone is about thinking about sex and those types of things, you know. So that's already off to a pretty interesting start. I guess we're going to see a little bit about who it is as well. I feel like with also this flame, this lit flame, of course, this is like passion. It's giving me like Ace of Wands of like, yeah, there is that sexual attraction, but I also feel like there's just an intention. Maybe this person does have intentions for other things with you, because a lot of time before we light a candle, you know, we like to set an intention. So maybe this person does have set feelings or set plan or an intention here with you, and that's something about the honesty card. You know, maybe they want to be honest, or they're wondering if these feelings are true as well, like if they can trust that, or if it's just kind of all in their head. So let's see a little bit more. Let's dive in and see who this person is. So Spirit, if you can please tune me into pile 3's energy, as well as show me who this person is that feels haunted by pile 3. What's going on? Please, thank you. Who is this person? So we have the 9 of Wands, we have the Queen of Wands, and we have the Devil. Definite attraction here. A little bit of an obsession, to say the least. Let's get like one more and then we'll clarify these and we'll talk about who this person is. Let's get one more card for who is this person. So we have the Death card coming out. Okay. I guess I can like... Can you still see it? Yeah, kind of, huh? Alright, so why is this 9 of Wands here, please? For who this person is. Why is this 9 of Wands here? We have Strength. Why is the Queen of Wands here? We have the 10 of Cups, as well as the 2 of Pentacles. Why is the Devil card here, please? We have the Moon. And with the Death card, we have Judgment popping out, but we also have Temperance and the 4 of Wands. Ooh, this Temperance and the 4 of Wands is kind of making me think like in time they'll want to like have some sort of union here with you, as well as this could be a divine counterpart because we have the 4 of Wands. But let's talk about what we have here. Okay, so we have the 6 of Swords at the bottom of the deck, which that clarifies a lot as well too. So I feel as though this is somebody that obviously I think you had a past with, but they're like things ended, probably due to or I guess it doesn't matter what it's due to, at least right now, but this is probably due because we have Judgment. You know, there probably were some choices or decisions made, and for whatever reason, you know, you and this person decided to end it. Okay, but this is the but. This person has been secretly obsessing over you, I think, ever since. We have the Moon and we have the Devil. This is like, I am constantly thinking about this person. They're obviously not letting you know about it. They are really still feel very much attached to you and attached to your energy. This person could definitely have dreams about you. They could think about you to the point where it's almost like on a subconscious level now with the Moon here. So what I think that this person would really like is to pull through any obstacles or any challenges here and to make an opportunity here with you. I feel like this is what they want, and this is also maybe some of the things that they think about, but also at the same time with the 6 of Swords, it's like this person has tried to move on for a long time now. And I think, or it doesn't even matter about the timing, but you know, this person, to them it may feel like a long time. You know, this person has tried to move on for a long time now, and they just feel so connected to you still. There's a lot of sexual fantasy, sexual energy coming through here for this pile as well. This person, if you and this person have recorded videos of you, or if they have pictures or recorded videos of you, this person watches them all the time. They think about them all the time, or they may just play back by memory as well, you know, who knows. But I feel like there's... Yeah, it's like this person is trying to be strong for a long time. It's like this person has tried to move on, and this person has, it's almost like, I want to say, guys, it's like they don't want to think like this. They don't want to feel like this. It's just something that you've done to them, like just being you, or whatever the case is. Like, you know, just having that impression in their life has just made them like this. And I think that it's obviously partly their fault as well too, because they're the ones that are probably constantly feeding this, because, you know, if you don't want to think about something, or you don't want to have something on your mind all the time, it's kind of hard a lot of the time, but one of the things that you kind of have to do is starve it out. And I think that this person, it just feels like such a sucker for you. Like, they feel like such a sucker for the thoughts that every time you come creeping in, they're like, oh, okay, let me just spend some time here thinking about this. You know, it's very interesting. But I think that this person ultimately does think that you make them very happy. And I think that this person ultimately does want to reconcile with you in some sort of way. And I think that regardless of everything that has happened between you and this person, they still would just love your time and your energy again. Now, of course, that's not me saying, oh, go give this person your time and energy, you know, because the fact that we do have the devil here, I feel like maybe this situation was very intense. This situation could have been very toxic for some of you as well. For some of you, this can also be a situation that was kind of very short-lived as well for you. Like, it could have came in very fast, been very hot, passionate, spicy, and then you know, maybe you guys had to go your separate ways. Well, this is saying that this person, this person obviously is still haunted by you. You're still very much heavy on this person's mind, especially when it comes to sex and spicy content. But I think that this person is still trying to be strong, and I think that this person does not want to let you know, or at least if they do want to let you know, they feel like they shouldn't at this time for whatever reason. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, because we have the 5 of Pentacles here with the 4 of Cups, with that 6 of Swords. Like, still feeling like, I think this person may feel like they're kind of unwanted on your side. Let's get some more information. What else can you tell me about this, please? Ooh, we have the Garden and the Gate, which is yearning. This is the card for yearning, but also this is the card that's, you're not really doing anything about it. This is such a daydream card as well too, if I could say so myself. Like, the way that it looks, isn't that such a freaking daydream card? And the message behind this card is really about daydreaming. It's about wanting more from somebody or something, I guess you would say, and like still staying in the same spot and not really doing anything about it. Like, the whole point of this is, like, this girl, she's in her comfort zone, she's in her garden, everything's fine, everything's cool over there, but she just can't help to look out and want to know what else is there. She wants to know what's out there. She wants to know where she could go, like, or what would happen. And this is kind of in regards to, I think, all of the fantasies in this person's head that they're constantly thinking about. They're like, I'm not going to do anything about it. I'm not going to let anyone know. I think this person may even think that, you know, they are just fantasies as well. Like, I think that this person feels like it may be very one-sided. So it's not, they don't want to come off as like weird or crazy as well, but they just can't help to wonder and to think. Their mind wanders towards you a lot, pile 3. I mean, it makes sense. It's basically what this reading is about. But I think it's like, yeah, they want to know more, they want more, but they're not really doing anything about it. They're kind of staying safe in their own little comfort zone as well. So we have love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things, as well as strategy in reverse. I want to get one more of these oracles and then we'll talk about it. I feel like with the strategy in reverse, this is almost like these things didn't go to plan, as well as they don't really have some sort of plan for this, or they didn't plan for this. And I think that it's like, as well too, there's a message of like, they weren't planning to feel this way. Like, they weren't planning to think this way or to do this. Like, they wanted to like let go as well too. Like, they, you know, and I think they don't know what to do about it. With this strategy in reverse, they don't know what to do. They have these feelings. There's obviously this love for you. That's why the love card is coming out. And I feel like what one of the things that they do think about a lot with you is they really, I feel like they almost maybe have a tendency to over glamorize things, like things that maybe weren't so good, they kind of forget about, and they only focus on the good or the things that they want. And that kind of puts them in a almost, I want to say, a little bit of a delusional perspective of like, well, you know, it's all rainbows and sunshines and fantasies over here. They don't really think about the bad, or they don't think about maybe the things that had happened for whatever reason. And so it's not like anything's getting kind of fixed or anything. It's more or less just what makes them feel good. If that makes sense. Oh, right before I was going to reshuffle too, I saw we have acceptance at the bottom of the deck too. Yeah, this person could have a really hard time just accepting outcomes, accepting things is done. And then we have friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. So for some of you, this is a friend that maybe you've tried things out with and they wanted more, or you wanted, or whatever, and it didn't work out. And for some of you, this is somebody that looks at you as someone that can be such a good friend. For some of you, you still have contact with this person as well. But I'm really just drawn to the fact that it says, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. And I feel like this is almost like they miss your friendship. They miss the way things were as well. And it's like they're still holding on to a specific part of you and a specific part of this for their own reasons. And I think it's almost like to stop some sort of grieving process at the same time. And you know what's interesting is underneath that we have empathy in reverse. And then we have the thinking man. Wow. We have the thinking man, we have envy, and we have denial. Oh, and then we have loneliness. This kind of makes me feel so bad a little bit. It's because I feel like this is like they don't want to feel this and accept this as done. And I'm sure they've tried. And I'm sure they've tried to move on, of course, because we saw that. But it's like they're still thinking about what they don't have here with you. And it's like they're in a denial about a lot, and about maybe like a lot of things that have happened as well. Like they're still kind of denying themselves the truth. And that's interesting because we also have honesty here, which is like being honest with yourself, being real, and maybe even being honest with you about these things as well too. But I think a lot of this happens because this person is they have a lot of free time at times to themselves, and they may be a little bit bored and overall just dissatisfied with their life, where their life is going right now, or like what's going on in their life right now. So they try to like create this beautiful life in their head about, you know, and I think that involves you as well. For some of you, this could have, like we said, like it could have been a friend that had want more. For some of you, you could have shut it down at times as well too. You could have been like, no, or maybe you said that they just wanted to be friends, or you just wanted to be friends with them, and so now they're like still thinking of more, like wanting more for some of you as well too. But and for some of you, this could be a friend as well that like wants more, but is too afraid to say it. Like this person could be really attracted to you, but they're not like letting you know as well. And it's because they're kind of scared of the judgments and they don't want to lose you as well. Yeah, for some of you, this could be someone that wants to, or it could be someone that doesn't want to lose you as well. And so with that being said, they're like, oh God, I want to take it further, because, you know, it's either like pile 3, I'm going to have pile 3 as a friend, or I'm not going to have pile 3 at all. And I think it's like they don't want to ruin it. And I don't think this person's planning to tell you this anytime, or at least from this point of view or from this energy, I don't think they're planning to tell you any of this anytime, because I think that this person may be a little bit ashamed of this as well at times. Let's get some channeled messages. What are some channel messages from this person that would help pile 3? Maybe they want pile 3 to know. Okay, so we have let's make up. Coming like that one, just like shout out. We have I have trust issues. And for some of you, this could have been someone that just wants your friendship, just because it's like if they can't have you as a romantic partner or relationship, they'll like accept just being your friend as well. And then also at the same time, I think it goes back to what I was saying of that, like, you know, they kind of miss your friendship, and they miss the fact that, like, it's like you brought something like into this person's life that I think this person wanted, and I think this person at times is really lonely on the inside. Even if they have other people on the outside, I feel like this person doesn't connect deeply with other people very often. And so with that being said, they're maybe holding on to this connection strongly because they felt that strong fire, they felt that strong flame here with you, and it helps soothe their inner kind of loneliness because they felt such a connection with you that they don't feel with anyone else, or at least, you know, just the people around them, you know. What are some more channeled messages? Ooh, look at, we have, I wanted to reach out, but I kept stopping myself. If you never want to talk to me again, I'll understand. We have, I want to have your babies. Spicy. I told you it was spicy. We have, I can't move on. I want to move in together. Show me you care. I feel like this I want to move in together is like this person just kind of wanting to be close to you. Again. And then we have, I want to marry you one day. Bottom of the deck, we have, I'm head over heels for you. And underneath that, we have, I don't know how to act around you. Wow. Whew, geez. This energy, guys. I mean, it's, this is pretty straightforward to kind of everything that we said in the reading, to be honest. I feel like this person with the trust issues, that could have been something that had happened between you and them. Like that could have been, they could have had trust issues. Maybe they made you have trust issues or whatever. But I think that this is also in regards to this person having trouble trusting themselves and trusting their desires and trusting what it is that they want. Maybe just trusting the universe and trusting life in general. Like, you know, I think that this person may think that things are kind of at times only out to hurt them. And one of the ways that a lot of people who feel that way, or they feel like they don't have control over things, what they do is they fantasize a lot. They create this like safety and this comfort zone within themselves. And what this kind of does is it makes them able to control the situation. They can control in their mind how people see them, how people act. They can control what happens. And in reality, you know, in real life, you can't do that and you can't control. And so it feels very scary and very unsafe. And I think that is perfectly telling to why this person may think a lot about you a lot of the time. But for the most part, this person just thinks a lot about having sex with you. Pile 3, I'm so sorry to objectify you like that in any way, shape, or form, but they're just immensely attracted to you. And I think that they would just love for you to be attracted to them in the same way or see them in the same light. That's something that I think they would definitely like. But so I'm going to leave these channel messages right here for a second. I'm going to remind you, if you do want to screenshot them so you can write them down later or look at them later, that's perfectly fine. But now we're going to move on to your advice. So the bottom of the deck that we have already is, you're already cute. Focus less on appearance, more on character. I think that's kind of confirmation as well, to see that this person thinks that you're really cute as well. Like, you obviously are very physically attractive to this person. But I think it does go deeper than that too. Okay, so let's talk about what we have so far. We'll look at those right now. So the first one we have is, you are in charge of creating your life. Where do you see yourself next week? Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Ooh, I like that. So this is like basically saying that, like, remember that, like, if you want something, go for it as well too. Like if you're feeling the same way about this person, or you want something to change, or you want something better, like you're in charge as well too. You don't have to wait for other people to realize something. You don't have to wait for other people to speak up. Like if this is, say for example, if this reading was like resonating, you're like, oh my gosh, I felt that exact same way about this person, and I want to see what, you know, if that's true, or like how they feel, then this is really saying like, okay, well, you're in charge. You do that. You're not going to wait around for anyone else, you know? And that can also, you know, be in every other aspect of your life as well, too. Like to take charge and to say what you want and to do what you want. Even maybe if you're like, I don't even want this connection anymore, but I learned about maybe what I want in the next one. Like in the next one, it's like, all right, now you're going to see what it is you want. And, you know, remember that you are the one that is in charge of your life. It's your choice. It's your mind. It's your body. All of those things. And this is about also maybe future energy as well too. You know, if you have had plans or goals, or maybe you wanted to make some plans or goals for the future, this is a message as well too of like, yeah, start looking into that. And I'm hearing look out for your future self. So what that would mean is to look out for your future self. It's to invest in your future self. I was going to say something else too. Oh, like we have speak up, express your wants and needs now. Yeah. And then we have you're grumpy. Drink water, eat something, take a shower, go to sleep. The world will look different when you wake up. You know what's, I'm laughing because I get this card when I use this deck. I get it all the time. And, it's so true though. Sometimes, you know, we get fixated on, and we get in a certain mindset, we get in a certain funk, and we start to think that that's reality. So maybe before making decisions or saying things, like if you feel like you're going to be rude, or for some that's maybe even like commenting on things or whatever, you know, maybe kind of assess, maybe it's, can be changed by just taking a shower. I feel like for the majority of the messages though, this is, or for the majority of the watchers, I mean, this is like when you're feeling in a funk and really down, don't forget to do something. That's also being the creator of your, in charge of your own life. Sometimes we get such in a funk, then we stay that way, you know, or we like scroll on our phones or things. This is kind of saying like, do something when you can about it. Like maybe you need to eat something, get a little snacky, take a little nappy, take a shower, do something that makes you feel good. You'll feel better. You will feel better. I know showers are like the number one thing for me too. Like sometimes I'm like sitting there, I'll be like sitting there and of course I can like sense this like horrible mood, and it's like not fun and things like that. And then after I take a shower, I'm like, girl, why didn't you do that like hours ago? Your future self will thank you. Or sometimes I'll be like, I won't eat like all day sometimes, and like I'm so grumpy, or I feel like I'm like being like extra like sarcastic or snobby on accident, which I do always end up feeling guilty for later, of course, so I try not to do that, but like, you know, to like the people around me. And then when I eat something, I'm like, oh wait, it was never that serious. Like, I love you. Why was I acting like that? And so this is kind of just a reminder, take care of yourself, especially when you feel like you're, you know, not feeling too good. Do what you need to do. And then the last one we have is your body kept you alive today. So don't obsess about imperfections. Love yourself unconditionally. Oh, I love that. I love that so much, because as a society, all of these expectations are pushed upon us. And especially, I mean, men get it too. Do not get me wrong. Like men also get that too. But women, I feel like especially, it's so hard sometimes to be a woman and in today's society about like how you look and everything like that. And if I can say something that you'd probably heard from either your parents or whatever, I know it sounds so corny, but the right people will love you and think that you're just so perfect just as you are. Like, I'm telling you, it's so true. The right people will find your imperfections, not even imperfections. You know, and there's actually a story that this reminds me of that someone was talking about. And this person was a photographer, and as for a living, he took pictures of like people and like women, and he edited them for them. Well, I guess like one day his wife came to him and was like, why don't you ever edit my pictures like you edit those other girls' pictures? Like, you take out their cellulite, you take out their basically everything that we're made to feel shame or insecure about, you know. and to look better. And then the guy was like telling the story, and he was like, well, I didn't know like what she was talking about. Like, I do edit her pictures, you know? And then he realized that he didn't see any of those insecurities on her. And I just thought that was so beautiful, and that really stuck with me. And I'm glad that it's kind of coming out now, because it is a true reminder that like the right people will find you beautiful no matter what. And if they don't, it's fine. They're not the right people. But also it starts with self-acceptance too. You know, like, you are so beautiful. Like it says, your body does so much for you. It's crazy. Our bodies and our minds and our hearts, you know, do a lot for us without even us having to ask. And sometimes we have to remember that they're here for us. They're, you know, it's our physical vessel. They're not here to look good. They're not here to look pretty. Of course, it's fine to want to look good and to want to look pretty, but there's so much more love that you can have for your body besides just an image. And I'm sorry if I went on some rant about it, but it's something that I do feel passionate about, because I'm a woman that lives in a society, and it's affected me as well too. So I completely understand. But just know that, like I said, the right people will always find you so beautiful, will always find you attractive. I mean, I don't know if this is the right person for you, but they sure dang find you attractive. So it's like, what are you even worried about? You know, don't worry about those little things. Live your life. Don't let it stop you from experiencing certain experiences. Don't let it stop you from going out and living your best life because you feel like you don't look good enough to do that. That's stupid. You're worthy of having fun and going out, and you're worthy of wearing whatever you want to wear regardless. Okay? Don't forget that. Okay, so on that note, hopefully my rant didn't go too long, and hopefully it doesn't cut me off, because every time I go too long, it cuts me off, and that's okay. I gotta fix it. I'm such a hoarder for pictures and videos, and that's really the reason why it does that. It's like I could just go through and delete a bunch of stuff. But here we are. So let's get some ending positive affirmations for you. And I think we'll just do that one. Okay. Ooh, bottom of the deck, my thoughts are creative. A lot of the time we talk about too, like, oh, people are like, your thoughts create your reality. Okay, that can be true, but I don't want to spread any fear of thinking, because negative thoughts are a part of life, and we just naturally have negative thoughts. So if you think negatively, that's not going to manifest. But also at the same time, what happens is we have positive thoughts and we have negative thoughts, and it's what you choose to invest your energy in is what's creating your reality and where it goes. So it's more or less of that, okay? And now, let's do this. So it says, I am willing to forgive. Forgiveness of myself and others releases me from the past. Forgiveness is the empower to almost every problem. Oh, it's answer. I'm so sorry. That looks like empower. Forgiveness is the answer to almost every problem. Forgiveness is a gift to myself. I forgive and I set myself free. Ooh, as I was reading that, guys, I felt this big release in my heart chakra as well, too. Yes, forgiveness is 100% for you. You don't have to forgive the behavior, and you don't have to forgive the actions as well. I feel like it's more or less of like a release of like the burdens, you know, like you don't have to hold on to the pain, and you don't have to hold on to the hurt anymore. It's time to let those things go. Now, I'm not saying that your hurt and your pain is there for, I would never invalidate that reason, because it's obviously there. And obviously forgiveness is something that the time wise is different for every single person. So what you know, if this is fresh, then give it time. Of course. But, and also forgiveness is not about you going to the other person and saying, hey, I forgive you, let's make up. That's not always what it is as well. At times it's about you just forgiving them for being who they, you know, who they are in that moment. Because sometimes people can love you, but they can only love you the way that they know how. And sometimes the way that people know how to love is not the kindest way, and it's not the most open and authentic and honest way. But that doesn't mean that, you know, they still may have not tried, or they still didn't want to, you know. And at times even forgiving people that meant to hurt you at the same time as well too, because people are just people, and they will hurt. And, you know, and obviously anyone who ends up hurting you or plays themselves. And that's on period. Point blank, end of story. They played themselves. And so sometimes, you know, forgive them because they don't even know what the heck they lost, or they don't even know what they just did. You know, the type of person that you are, like that, how much you could have benefited them, all of that stuff as well too. But first and foremost, forgive yourself. If you hold any kind of guilt or shame or resentments for making certain decisions, just know that everything is a process and everything is meant to be the way it's meant to be, and there's always something to learn from. And you only did the best that you know how as well too with what you had, and you can't keep hurting yourself or being upset with yourself for not knowing what you know now, because you only know that now and you didn't know that then. So please be kind to yourself as well too. And when you think of the past, when your mind goes sometimes reverts back, try to be back in the present. But when it does, be kind to yourself. Okay, you don't deserve that. You don't deserve to be mean to yourself because of past situations that you can't even control or go back and change. So on that note, yeah, we're gonna leave that there on that note. Be kind to yourself. I have just thought of like Be Kind, Rewind from Superstar. I love that movie. Love that movie. All right, so I am going to leave this reading here for you though. So thank you so much if you stayed till the end. Please, what was I going to say? Anyways, I was going to say, please be kind to yourself again. That was so weird. Oh my God. Don't be mean to yourself. Because then I lose track. I have to remind you again and again and again, pile 3. Oh my gosh. I'm totally kidding. Yeah, I was literally going to say that. And I was like, wait, this isn't what I'm trying to say. Oh, well. Anyways, well, thank you so much for being here. You know, I love you. Thank you for anyone who supports the channel in any way. That's just a simple like for the video. It's so easy. It's such an easy way to support me, to show support. Thank you to anyone who comments as well and shares all of that stuff. It means so, so much to me. And, oh yeah, and thank you to all my beautiful and wonderful subscribers. You guys are the best in the entire world. I love you guys so much. And if you enjoyed this reading and you are not subscribed, but you would like to see me again, or you would like another reading, you can go ahead and hit subscribe now so you won't miss out. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.